On to the UK now. In a bid to push armed forces to a state of war-fighting readiness, Britain is expanding its nuclear-powered attack submarine fleet, building 12 new submarines and 6 new munition factories. Unveiling a new defence spending plan, the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer shared details of UK's effort to revamp its military and nuclear preparedness. These changes are part of a defence review designed to prepare the country to fight a modern war and counter the threat from Russia.
And in order to make sure that that isn't the case, we need to prepare. But we cannot ignore the threat that Russia poses. We've seen what's happened in Ukraine just over 3 years ago. Those tanks rolled across a border, something I think all of us thought we wouldn't really see in our lifetimes, the invasion of a European country. Russia has shown in recent weeks that it's not serious about peace, and we have to be ready.
Starmer also said he wants the UK to be the fastest military innovator in the NATO, especially as he says the country faces the most serious military threat since the Cold War. Listen to this.
Announced today that we're going to build at least 6 new munitions factories in the United Kingdom, generating over 1,000 jobs. We will build thousands of new long-range weapons in the United Kingdom to boost European deterrence, supporting around 800 more jobs. We will defend our homeland by investing in our air and missile defence to better protect these islands.
Not just the UK, in a renewed push for defence spending in Europe, NATO defence ministers, in fact, are gathering on June 5 in Brussels to discuss military investments of member states. The NATO Secretary-General has proposed that alliance members meet higher targets for defence spending by 2032. Despite cuts to the military budget in recent years, Britain still ranks alongside France as one of Europe's leading military powers, as it plans to spend about $2 billion on weapons upgrade. However, the question is, can the UK afford it, given its economic scenario and sustained underinvestment in the country's defence industry? In the 2023-24 financial year, the UK spent £53.9 billion, or $73 billion, on defence. In 2025 to 26, it's set to increase to £59.8 billion, or approximately $81 billion. And that is equal to a growth rate of 2.4%. Meanwhile, the UK Defence Secretary has said there is no doubt that UK defence spending will rise to 3% of the GDP by 2034 at the latest. And this marks a turning point for the UK. Over the years, you see, the UK Army has shrunk to its smallest since the Napoleon era. And a defence push like this seeks to change that. Taking lessons from the Ukraine war, there is also renewed emphasis on UK's combat readiness, as well as industrial capacity to produce fighting machines.
Hybrid Royal Navy, blending drones with warships, submarines and aircraft to patrol the North Atlantic and beyond, supporting thousands of brilliant shipbuilding jobs, including right here in Govan. Under our AUKUS alliance with the US and Australia, we will now deliver up to 12 attack submarines, protecting Britain's waters, scaling up the industrial base in Barrow and all along the supply chain to deliver a new sub every 18 months, again creating thousands of jobs.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.